Says we're live. So, although I'm not seeing this yet, hello everyone. Welcome in. It's been a while. Okay, so like a 15-second delay. That's not too terrible. Yep, it's been a while. Glad to be back. Glad to have Sabrina with me today. So, I know I saw you yesterday. I had you guys on the TV, and while I was getting some work done, and I was in the living room doing stuff, but kept me company, so I wasn't so lonely.
Good. I do that a lot.
It's nice because it feels like there's someone there with you,
Yeah,
and it's not because sometimes I'll put on music and clean and stuff, but
me too.
sometimes you're not really in the mood for music. You just want a little company, so I force you
I
to be my
always,
company.
I come from a family of 6 kids. There were
Hmm.
6 of us, and at one point there were 3 of my parents had 3 grandchildren living with us. So there were a lot of us kids, and there was always noise.
Hmm.
So I cannot have complete silence.
Hmm.
There has to be noise of some sort.
Something. That's why you have all the animals, huh? So there's always
Well, the
noise coming from
dogs,
somewhere.
yeah, but the dogs usually take care of that for me.
Now, do you have a like a I'm gonna say maybe not the spree, but like a Pyrenees that like stays out with the animals that lives outside with them all year
We
round?
know, and that's
Livestock,
why
livestock guardian dog. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
right, we normally always make sure we don't. The answer is no. But long answer is that's why we make sure that we have either donkeys or like the emus or the rheas. You can use those in place of that dog.
Yeah, emus are terrifying. It's that beak.
Well, ours are not. Yeah, and they're Italians.
Mm.
Um, but ours are super friendly to people. They're
Hmm.
just not to other animals that they're not used to.
Oh, I just remember. So in
Hmm.
22, when we went down to Texas, we went to this. It was like a drive-through wildlife park. So you stayed in your vehicle and you drove through, and you could see all the animals, and you had like buckets, so they would come and you would feed them and stuff. And I rolled my window up when the emu came over. I was just terrified of the
Yeah.
emu, and it's literally because of that beak, and like it looks at you, and I'm like, oh my god, are you gonna like peck my eye out or something?
And then after once they go after that bucket,
Hmm.
it can be scary.
Yeah. Yep. It
Hmm.
was the emus are not for me. I had
We had
planned
some.
that after I had so I'd rehomed the majority of my flock. I had a flock of 45. These are just chickens. It was one rooster and the rest
Okay.
were hens. And then 2020 happened. And it was beginning of, and at that time, when I got let go from work, we were told it was only going to be a couple weeks and then we'd be back at it. And we all know it didn't happen. So,
Right.
beginning of 21, it was like, okay, I wasn't really sure. I mean, I was doing okay, but um, I just felt like, unemployment isn't going to last forever. And so I got really
Right.
nervous. So I ended up saying, like, okay, I just prayed about it. And I said, well, if I can find a home for them that can give them as good as they have now or better, then that to me was just a sign for them that it was okay, to rehome them. And I found this gentleman. He had bought like, I think like 8 or 9 acres, and he had finished fixing up all of the little houses, enclosures and houses, shelters for the animals, and now he was looking to bring in animals, which one, I really liked that he waited until the stuff was set before he brought in animals, because I don't know, it just drives me crazy when people bring home animals and they're like, I don't know what to do, but
They don't research anything.
mhm, yeah. And it drives me crazy when people do that on YouTube, because it's like, if you have an audience of 5,000 people, then you're just causing more harm to the, or potentially causing more harm to the animals. So I say research. I only did that one time, and that was with my tortoise, because when I went to go, now I had been researching sulcatas, which is what I wanted. This was a Russian, and I went to meet them. The girl wasn't there. She had her brother show me, and then he told me that there used to be two, but one died. And I just looked at it. It had dried lettuce, like it had been sitting out for days, like if you touched it, it would crumble. And the water dish, it was like one of those, it's a single dish that you get, but it was like divided for cats, so it was too big to get in there and soak. And I just looked at him and I said, I can't leave him here. So that was like the one time I did that, and I said, I can't. And then I just went home and I immediately started researching. So
We did
hi,
that
710. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Yeah. So
I have no issues with, as long as it's not like, they're treating them harmfully or anything. I have no issues with I don't know how to word that without, if they want to consume them
oh yes,
after, I don't care.
yes.
It's whatever. I have them as pets,
Yep.
the goat. But if they purchase them and want, as long as they're not treating them bad or neglecting them or, something like that,
Yeah.
it's whatever. But I'm not going to do things to them for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they wanted me to do certain things to them so that they could do other things to them. And
Like they wanted you to
like,
raise it a certain way, and then we'll pick it
no,
that way. Oh,
no.
okay.
They had different thoughts that I did. That they wanted harmful things done to them
Oh, yeah.
to get their end result. That's the best thing for me to put it. And I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I won't do that. So they wanted to purchase the animal so that they could do it. And I'm like, I'm not selling it to you.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. So,
I can't do that knowing that you're going to harm the animal.
yeah, it's hard, because then it's like, so when I got Merc, I thought, oh, well, there's not, the woman who I got him from, she was going to have her girl have one more litter, and then she was retiring her, and I could not find a breeder in Massachusetts at all. So I thought, okay, well, I could breed Merc, but I know I would have anxiety going, is this dog going to be raised? Okay, is it going to be treated well? Is it going to be abused? It would just, you thinking about that with the puppies going. So I just said I couldn't do it. So, and it's good that I didn't, because Merc's a little naughty, and I just wouldn't want his characteristics spread. Not all naughty, but just his, he's very possessive, and he will get aggressive if people will get near me, and you don't want to breed that and put that out there. It's the same like you don't want to breed an aggressive rooster. So, I'm waiting on my rooster to lay eggs. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. So well, when the guy came, now I will say, when I first got chickens, I started off with 4, and I was like, this is perfect. Well, 4, you know where I ended up, but I kept the rooster, right, and then the older hens that weren't laying, because I know a lot of people won't take the rooster. So I told them that I would keep the rooster and everything, and so they picked them up in March, and he picked them up on a Friday, and that Monday, the owner of the company called me to start back again, and I was like, no. But it was okay. So the 6 did great, and then come that winter, when Lawrence would close them in, he noticed that they weren't huddling together, and it was really, really cold, and that's one of the ways that chickens keep warm, as you know. So I did have a friend who had a farm And I had told her what was going on. I said, "Is there any way?" I said, "I'm sure people ask this all the time, and I feel bad because there is a rooster." I'm like, "But is there any way?" I said, "But also, after all the majority of the flock left, the older girls, they started laying again. So I think maybe they were like, well, I guess we better pull our weight around here before we end up in the crock pot." Because, if you go a couple days without eggs, you just shake that crock pot at them, and they'll get to laying.
Yeah.
And hi, Katie. Welcome in. So
Hi, Katie. How are you?
My friend ended up taking them, and then I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to, now that I don't have any, and I still wanted to get chickens again, but I said I'm gonna fix up their outside play yard, and I was gonna have it fully fenced in because I had foxes and raccoons, and I had like hawks and stuff, so I was gonna have it like fenced over the top so they were secure, and I had like all these plans to get it done, and because I also wanted to bring in a couple of turkeys, I wanted some pheasants, and I wanted to get a thing which I know you had to have separate. It probably would have been closer to the house, but I wanted to get some little quails. And it just it never happened, and I'm sad. It's probably not going to happen, but yeah, I just have Merc and Shell, and I'm happy with that for now. I'm content. So
we raised before we moved to Ohio, we raised different types of quail, and button quail were my favorite.
They're so tiny,
but they were just tiny little things.
And you see them when they're babies, and they're like the size of a quarter.
They weren't much bigger than a quarter when they were full size.
Yep.
The button.
So I'll watch videos of them on YouTube and be content. And be like, you're so cute, and know that I don't have to clean up their poo.
I know.
So,
yeah,
but I was watching this video, and they were talking about how, which I knew this because of a friend that had a farm here in town, and her farm was kind of long, her land, and so it went into some like wooded areas, and we have fisher cats around here, and
we do too.
Yeah, I had a friend that lost sheep literally on the neck, and that was it. It was like they killed them and went. It was like, if you're gonna kill, I get it, circle of life, but at least eat the animal. That's my theory. Just at least eat it. At least let me, So,
right.
But so she got a donkey, and she put it in the pasture out with the goats and the horses, and that was what the donkey did. And you could hear that because it was literally like 4.98 acres. It was just under 5 acres. So she was mad because I don't know if it's state or if it's our town, but you have to have 5 acres to claim it as agricultural, like farm property. So she was just under. Oh, she was oh dang, But she could, even though he was way back, she could hear him when something came along.
They're great for that.
Yeah.
And so are rheas and emus, ostriches.
Rheas are the one that's Crazy Daisy, right? One that you call crazy. Do you call her Crazy Daisy?
Yes, Crazy Daisy, Macy, and now George. But a lot of times I'll call them emus when I'm on here, just because most people don't know what a rhea is.
Yeah, I didn't know until you did the video.
I do often refer to them as emus, but they are rheas. We have had both, but a lot of times I just refer the rheas, to as emus. Just
now, are they closely related?
But they are from a different area. No, actually, in size and look, they are, but they're from 2 different areas.
Oh, interesting.
And the rheas are slightly larger in weight and size, and their eggs are slightly larger. But other than that, they look and act very similar.
Interesting. Yeah, Animal Kingdom can be weird. I mean, the closest relative to a guinea pig is a capybara. And just think of how different they are.
Right.
You could never imagine, because you wouldn't think of a
Yeah.
capybara as a
Very
rodent. I
true.
would think of it as a mammal just based on its size. But
Yeah.
so,
True.
but well, I suppose we should stop chatting and get to selling, huh? What everybody came for. So, thank you,
I don't
everyone.
know. Do
People,
people eat them out?
capybaras?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's only been recent that people have started having them because you can have them as pets. I looked into it. Depends on your state laws. I don't know that they
Hmm.
raise them for me. I know where guinea pigs are from. They're originally from, they come from Peru, I think it is, and they do eat them there. But something else I learned is that a guinea pig, like a wild guinea pig, its color will be gray. So any other color than gray, about like 95 or higher percent, unless you're getting it from the wild, they're all guinea pigs in the world just about are domesticated. So if there's any color variation, that's how you know it's domestic. But because I guess in Peru they're only like gray. This was really interesting facts I learned. So and yeah, I guess people eat them. I mean, to me, there's so little. There's not much meat. I wouldn't think it'd be worth it. But um, it's yeah. It's kind of like I feel like why do people eat chicken wings? There's like no meat on it. It's not worth it. It's not worth all the effort. But I don't know about
Al, is there
capybaras.
a way for me? Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Is there a way for me to see comments?
Yeah, so if you click,
I mean, it's no big deal.
hmm you should be able
I
to
have
click.
it pulled up on my phone, but
Yeah, you should be able to click on comments. So where we
I
are,
I did.
and when you
Yeah,
is
I
it?
did, and it's not pulling anything up.
Hmm, I don't know. Is
It
that?
pulls up Google.
Oh, that's weird.
When I click on comments, it pulls up Google.
In EVMux?
Hmm.
Oh, that's so weird. Okay. I
Yeah.
don't. I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know if they changed anything because, but I was just on EVMux with Angie on Monday, and it was. That's so weird. Let me see here. I don't know what I can look into to fix that. No. Okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
I can watch it on my phone. I just keep looking down. So if everyone's okay with that, I'm fine.
Okay. We'll just tell everybody that you're praying for us. Every time she looks down, you say a little prayer.
I'm praying for everyone here.
hmm um, I'll have to. I'll ask. I'm on with Johnny on Wednesday, so I'll ask him about that if he's had anyone have that issue before. I haven't had that anyone. So, um, okay.
Okay.
So,
No worries.
um, I ship from Massachusetts, and Sabrina ships from Ohio. We both use
Hmm.
PayPal to invoice and pirate ship for shipping, so you get the best rates. Just be aware, shipping rates are changing and going up a little bit again. Um,
Yeah.
I know they just keep going up and up, and they've changed it to be kind of similar to like UPS and FedEx, where they dim weight stuff. So, um, yeah, I would. So just know we don't have any control over shipping rates, but we do try to get you um, the best, the cheapest rate through pirate ship. So, but I'm gonna bring up Sabrina, and she can tell you when she does her invoicing and if she's got any upcoming sales, and then you can just start showing your next 3 items or first 3 items. Okay.
I will. I didn't know that, Troy. I called you 710 when I first saw you today. That's weird. I haven't called you that in years. At least as long as I've known you. So I think, well, everyone that's has spoken, I knows me, so I don't have to introduce myself. But like Al said, I do ship. This is, I'm sorry, I'm a little different position because I'm used to StreamYard, but I'll get used to it. I do ship from Ohio, like Al said. I will be invoicing on Tuesday. If anyone buys something and needs it before then, just let me know. Or if you want me to hold it to until next week, let me know, because I've been off for a couple of weeks because of different things. So I only have the items purchased from yesterday's sale, and then I don't have a sale again until Wednesday. So it would be yesterday and then whatever's purchased today, um, that needs to be packaged up. So if you want me to wait until next week, let me know. If you want it sooner than Tuesday, let me know. And then I don't have a sale again until Wednesday on my channel at 6:30 p.m. Eastern with Kat, Calypso Antiques. And then Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern on my channel with Kat. Saturday with Kat and Edward on Kat's channel, and that is at 1 p.m. Eastern. And then Sunday, it is with Helen, New England Thrifter. That is a little bit up in the air. It is at 6 p.m. Eastern, but we're not sure whose channel yet. And that is a rotating, we rotate every Sunday whose channel. But we had to cancel today's sale, and it was supposed to be on my channel, so I'm not sure if we're going to make that up or just have it on hers next Sunday. So that one will be announced. If you have any questions, just let me know. Otherwise, I will be going to the first item. And I did bring a bunch of easy items to ship, just because, you know, I'm just getting back into it after being off for 2 weeks or 2.5, something like that. So the first item is going to be a $10, and I'm just doing this one, a lot of them at Buy It Now. So $10 Buy It Now. This is, I actually just showed it yesterday, but I did it as a starting bid. So this one is a Buy It Now. It is hand painted by a local painter. Oh, I didn't put that in. I'm so sorry. So let me put that in. Buy It Now. $10. Hand painted. And I'm just going to put that in for right now since I am doing it late. She is very talented. She paints all the sides and the back as well. She even includes the sawtooth hanger. And she does a beautiful job with these strawberries. So she puts them in different growth levels, just like they grow. So she has some that are fully ripened. They're even on the vines. Now, I forgot to mention, this is a piece of fabric that she has applied to the wood that is white and red checkered. And then paint it right over it. She is so talented. It is beautifully done.
It is really pretty.
Hi, Perla.
Very cute for your country
Good
kitchen.
to see you. Yeah, I love it. And let me find my ruler real quick. I know it's right here. I did not take it off the table. And just so that you're aware, it is 10 inches by almost 4.5. And she did, I'm not sure what she used, but it's not like it's just glued on there.
Maybe Mod Podge?
That's what I'm thinking, but since I don't know for sure, and it looks like it may be, like an enamel or some type of paint. It's not a flat paint, so it would be easily wiped off if it's in the kitchen. But I don't see any interest, so we're going to pass on this one.
Okay.
And then my second is going to be a buy it now. $5 choice for some books. Sorry, I didn't pre-put these in. And where did I put those? Well, we're going to show these. I don't know where I put the other ones. Now, I did show these same ones yesterday. I had 2 other ones right here. I don't know where I sat them. But I had these at a higher price. And this is at a lower price of only $5. They're all in great condition. No writing, no torn pages. This one is from 2013. And it is King Elk. They're all 3 hardcover books. The inside of the front and back has some scat on it of all the animals that are in the book. So it is about the day that this moose traveled around and shows all of his friends. Now, one of these books I read, the others I just skimmed through. So, his pig friend, his bat, his mouse, squirrel, elephant. I'm not going to go through every page. Oh, and the owl is the cutest. Oops, backwards, this page. So, there is that book. $5 each, buy it now. The Owl Goes on Holiday. This one, all similar animals. The owl is gorgeous in this book. Also a fox, a crow. This one has this in the front and back cover. And this is from 2015. Beautiful book as well. You can scan these pages, use them for crafts, give them to kids, read them to kids. So many different things that you can do with these books.
Oh, cute little fox.
I know the fox is in this one. Oh, here it is. And then the last choice, this one I did not read at all. The Flower. I know there's a castle in this one. It shows it on several pages. This one's a little bit older. 06. And this one is a much easier read. I need to find out where I put my phone. I'm sure you can see. I mean, a young child could easily read this by themselves. But the pictures still really nice.
Yeah.
One of these books has about 30 pages. It is, it has page numbers. The other two do not. This one has about 30 pages, and so does this one. This one has page numbers, but I don't see any takers, so we're going to pass on that as well. And my third item is going to be a $7. These are all items that I have shown before, so I'm just doing them as buy it now. Whoops. Buy it now, $7. And this is a willow tree. Brand new in the box, and I think this is exactly what I paid for it. So I cannot go any lower. But it is a 2014. However, it's brand new, still in the original box with all the cardboard and paperwork. It is a 2014, but she does have a wire balloon that states 2015. So if you have a celebration, a child, grandchild, anything that happened in 2015, this is for you. And this is called Here's to You. And there are fakes to willow tree. This one you can't fake because it's in the original willow tree box. But you can always make sure that they are willow trees, because not only do you have that willow tree mark on the bottom, but the willow tree ones, backwards, the willow tree ones are also marked there on the side. I know that's hard to see because it's white. And this is a total of 6.5 inches with the balloon. She is 3.25 inches without the balloon. And that was my 3.
Okay. All right. And let's see here. Oh, let me do that and get that up there. Okay, so I have this one here, but I got fooled because they're not a matching set. So when you look at the flowers here, they are gorgeous. And while they do look very similar, they are not the same. So it is a mismatched set, but they both do have the gold edging. Oh, you got the little bonus flowers inside. The saucer is left in bone china, made in England. And the cup is Paragon. Oh, it's fine. Bone china, England registered, English flowers. I'm not going to say that word because I will definitely say it wrong. So, but that's the bottom there. And then this is the bottom of the saucer. So they do go together very well. They make a good marriage, but they're not a perfect match. But I think for someone who's
so similar,
I know that's how it fooled me. But I think for someone who crafts, and like I know someone that used to make, they did soy wax in here, and then you would have a little candle, and you could use this for like a soap dish, put a little butter dish on if you're just serving yourself, or just use them together. I mean, they are just so very similar, you almost can't really tell them apart. So,
Right.
but, and there's very little missing gold on either of them. I'm just going to check over again. But yeah, there's actually no missing gold. Maybe a little right there. A little bit, but that's really it. Other than that, it's all there. So that's that. So that's my first item. And, okay. Okay, and I have, and we'll do this one. I have, this is really beautiful. I'm just going to pull this a little closer. Stretching my arms. Upon here. Now there is some missing gold on this, but not a lot. I love the feet, the little round feet. Even they've got a little bit of gold on them. And I love the green here. It's like a minty green. But you'll see most of where the gold is missing is like up here. But that's it. And there's, yeah, no chips or cracks or anything. Very clean. Cute little piece. You could put potpourri in there. You know, you don't have to use it for your hair. You just put it on there and put little, stash little goodies away. So, and this is about 4 inches across. So it's a nice size one. And that is my second item. And okay. That. Come on. And then my last item, this one's a silly one, but it's still fun. It's just a little sign you put up. Good for the man cave if you've got a little bar at home. But first beer. I know most people say but first coffee, but you know, guess it depends on what you like to drink. It's just a cute little wood piece. It's a shelf sitter, or you could hang it up if you wanted. So, and that's the back. They're very clean, just something to make you giggle. So, and this is, so it's 6 inches by 6, and it's a smidge over 1 3/4 depth. So, and that was my first 3 items, and thank you everyone for looking. Let's bring Sabrina back up for her next 3.
Oh, I am sorry.
That's okay.
Paying attention to the dog and not paying attention to what I was doing.
Well, I mean, I bet he's cute. I pay a lot of attention to Merc. He's cute. I can't help it.
She kept snoring, and I'm like, what is going on with you? And then I was watching your items. This is going to be I'm sorry, I'm doing a lot of buy it nows today, I noticed. Buy it now, $5 for this shell necklace. Now it is on some type of cord. It feels like leather on one side and suede on the other. I am not that great with that. But it is I love the cord. I mean, love the shell. So this is like its last chance. If someone does not pick this up, I'm going to repurpose the shell. Let me see if I can put something behind it because it is super white on one side and I don't know if this piece of cardboard is going to do it. But this is one side of it. Oh, I'm not used to it being backwards. I'm so sorry. This is one side of it.
Oh,
And
that
it
is pretty.
looks like a mother of pearl kind of look, but it's not. You know, it's just got that look to it. And then this is the other side. That's not dirt, it's the actual shell.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, I really like it. I think it could be hung a little bit different for my style, or on something different, but I love the shell. 3¼ inches long for the shell, and about 1¾ inches wide. Now the cord, and I'll show you a little better, the cord has a drop of about 12½ inches. The entire thing as is has a drop about 14½. This is what it looks like hung. Well, that doesn't help me, does it? And let me show you a little closer. So you've got the piece here. Maybe if I would like it better if it wasn't on this piece and it was just on this.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I just don't particularly like this veil type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if no one grabs it, I may just put it on this. But I don't see anyone grabbing it. And then my next piece is going to be a choice between 3 bracelets. So this is going to be a start of $5 for choice between 3 bracelets. So I have 2 hinge and one I'm not 100% sure. And I'll explain why. So one of them is marked. Let me find out which one. No, it's not this one. This is the first one, and this is black enamel. And it has these, sorry about my finger. I sliced my finger open on a piece of wire on a cage last night. I was moving some cages around, and the wire on it apparently had been cut on the corner, and I didn't see it and didn't have gloves on. So this is gold tone. That's your first choice, and its width is about almost an inch, probably about 1/8 of an inch from being a full inch. Now this second one is also gold tone. Let me just double check on the rhinestones. Not missing any rhinestones. This is also hinged. And this is not red. It is not fully orange. It's kind of like a coral slash salmon. And this is hinged, but it also has a little clasp there. Now this is marked right here, right there, and I do have my magnifying glass. I should have written it down, and I'm so sorry, Al.
That's okay.
It's taking forever. My eyes, when I hit 40, and Taylor, when I hit 40, I could not see
Yeah, my eyes are
little things
getting
anymore.
worse. I feel like every day, but I'm sure it's just every year.
Um, and then the last one, which would usually be my favorite, but it has one condition issue. I still love it. Um, on the inside, it's this. I love the shape, the geometric shape.
Ooh.
This
It's
is
it's
super,
almost like you know those books that they say you put your nose to it and then you slowly pull it out and it's supposed to look like some that's what that makes me think of. Optical illusion. That's it.
right. It is super, super fun. Um, the reason that I kept it, because it's so super fun, is to use it as a riser, to sit one of my orbs on.
Oh.
Let me see if I can reach this. Can I stretch a little bit more? Because it looks so fun with an orb on it.
Oh yeah.
Um, but I'm like, let me see if anyone wants it before I use it for that. Um, but it has a condition issue, not on the outside, but the inside you can see is like a silver tone.
Mm-hmm.
There's a scratch on the inside. Where are you at? It's easier for me to find it on the outside. And it shows through on the outside, and it doesn't look good. It makes it look like there's a lot of dirt or something on it, like right there.
Oh, right there. Okay, yeah. But
And if I
when you're
shine light,
wearing it, if you wear it though, can you see it?
um, well, I've got this on, so I don't know if I can get it on, but I don't know. Um, because I was in the light when I was looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
No, not
Yeah.
really.
Yep. Yeah, so when you wear it, you can't see it, and if you're using it for an orb, just turn that part to the back.
Well, you can see it right there.
Okay,
But
yeah.
you could always put that on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love the bracelet, and I love it as a riser to hold an orb.
Yeah.
But I don't see anyone, and was that the third one? Yeah. So, but I don't see anyone grabbing those.
Okay.
So my third um, is is also $5. Start $5 for, well, let me put wind chime, and this has green glass in it. And the way I picked it up, I probably tangled it up. I shouldn't have picked it up like that. Um, this was in its original bag. It is new. And shipping it, I will probably, when I ship some necklaces, if they're multiple strand or if they're super long and you've gotten them from me, I use straws, like really thick, big straws, like that you use for milkshakes,
Mm-hmm.
to ship them in. That's what I will use to ship this in, so that when you receive it, it's not totally tangled. But the glass, they look like marbles. They're all glass. You've got one there. You've got one here. You've got another one there. And it's a little tangled, but I'll get that fixed before, shipping it. I did not check for glow. I'm checking under the table where it's darker. I don't see one. Maybe a tiny, tiny, not one worth writing home about, but maybe a tiny right there, but not something that I would call really glowy. And this is about 10 1/4 inches. And I've got my noise cancellation off, so I don't know if you'll be able to hear it.
I can hear it, yeah.
Okay. But
It's
that's the noise
nice.
that it makes. And that was my third.
Okay. All right. And we'll bring me back up. Okay. And thank you again, everyone, for being here. And, I was on this past Monday with Angie from Angie's Oddies. I was on her channel. And some people were saying that they couldn't hear me in the chat. So if my volume is really low, please let me know, because I'll try to speak a bit louder. But I have turned my microphone up all the way. So, but okay. So my first item I do have as choice. And so first is cat. This one is the amber cat head shoe. This one is fun because it's got, you can see, I think. Now, none of these are marked. Oh, that's just a bubble, I feel. Yeah, none of these are marked, so that's why I didn't list them as like a Fenton cat head shoe, because I don't know if they are. But they're still really cute. This one's really neat because it has a stone in the glass, and I love all the bubbles that are in it. So all those little bubbles in there, I think they're so cute that way. It just makes them different. You're not going to find another one like this. So there's that one, amber. And then the second one is, this one is a very light pink. Let me get it so you can see the other side. Very light pink. And then lastly is, this one is also pink, but it's darker. This is more of like a peachy pink. So, and then I'm just going to hold the two pink ones together just so you can see the difference in the coloring. So you can see how that one's more of like a peach, and then you've got the really light pink. It's almost, transparent, the light pink one, but they're both very pretty. So I've had these a bit, so I did come down on the price on them. But if anyone is interested, they'll be here. So thank you for looking at those. And let's see here. My next one okay. I have a vintage double acting baking powder for those of you who collect the cans or collect vintage kitchen items. It's in pretty good condition. So I had not heard of this brand before I found the can. I only ever knew of Arm & Hammer. So Arm & Hammer must have beat them out, but let's see. And it still has, there's actually still a teeny tiny bit, a couple little sprinkles in there of the baking powder. I wouldn't use it, but, and then it also still has the, you know, because then when you scoop and you go and it flattens out on the spoon so you get accurate measuring. So that's pretty neat that they've got that there too. But, and then there's the top, and there's the bottom. It's marked with 4237. So, and this is 4 1/4 inches tall, and it's about 2.5 inches across here. So it's really cute. This is the can that you put for like your display with your other items, and then you stash your rolled up $100 bills, as Michael would say.
Right.
So, oop, I'm not showing it. Sorry, y'all. But it's just a really cute piece. It's fun. This one could also be put out when if you decorate for like Memorial Day or 4th of July, because it's got the, well, it's not white, it's silver, but you know, it would still go, I think. So, alright, we'll put that aside. And then last for this round, okay, alright, here is another piece I've shown before. Well, it's a set of 2, so you got both of them. And these are really cute. So you've got the flowers are burlap, but they're also metal, and then you've got the wire metal here. Now they do have hangers on them, so you can hang them, but I think they would look really cute. Oops, let me go down here. There we go. If you had, you know, if you were setting up your table, having them out on your table as display, because to me they kind of look like water lilies, but that's what I see when I look at them. But and then you could have like another bowl like in between them with water in it with like floating candles that are on. Like, I just think that would be so pretty. So, and these are about 7.5 inches. Just flatten them. About 7.5 inches this way. So, just a cute little set. So, alright, I'm going to set those aside. And thank you everyone for looking. And we're going to bring Bree up again for her next 3.
All right, I'm typing it in now. These are going to be choice for some bears, and they're going to start at, I have down $6. These are 2 different bears. One is a Mary Meyer, the Green Mountain Bears. They remind me of Boyd's Bears, but they're not. This one is a light brown, and you can move and adjust all limbs and the head a little bit, but does sit on its own, does have original tags. The green mountain bears, the care instruction on the back, and then it took me forever to get used to StreamYard, and then I figured out how to make it so that it's not backwards. Now I can't get used to it. Mary Meyer. Now, when he's standing up, this one is about 10, almost 10 and a half inches tall. Now, this one's not as soft as the next one. I mean, on the outside, super soft, but body-wise, pretty stuffed. This one is a little bit softer, super soft on the outside, but still, it's not real slushy. They are super soft, I mean, super firm, but a little bit softer than the light brown. This one is dark brown, has a burgundy bow. This ribbon you can remove. Same thing, joint it. You can certainly move this all around. Now this one is not by the same company. This is JB, let me read this tag. It's a little easier without my glasses on. Paxman P. Bean, JB Bean and Associates, collectibles bears. So it has that tag, opens up, tells all about the collections, and then has the little tush tag and care instructions. This one's a little bit shorter, but again, will sit on its own. A little bit shorter than the other one.
The lighter one reminds me of the bears from the Country Bear movie that Disney put out.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, where they're like in a rock band or something and they went on a bus.
Band mods in the name.
What is it?
It's a country band mods in the name.
Yeah.
The Country Bears, which was based on a ride.
Oh, okay, so the movie was based on the ride, Lauren said. I thought it was the other way around.
No.
Oh.
They did the same thing with Pirates of the Caribbean.
I know which one you're talking about, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of his favorites growing up.
Christopher Walken.
Yes,
The
Christopher
villain.
Walken was the bad guy in the movie.
And he was hilarious.
The main difference with these, this one's kind of like got the hunchback and his nose goes up in the air. This one's got the straight back and his nose goes straight forward and a little shorter, about 3/4 inch shorter. But I don't see any takers on those. My next item is going to be a doll, and it is going to start at $8. And it is not just a regular doll. Nope, she's got a little fuzz on her. It is Raggedy Ann. So she is in her blue dress. She does have her removable apron on that says Raggedy Ann.
So cute.
She is. She's got her bottoms on. This is not homemade. Her little bows. Her non-removable stockings. That's part of her leg. Now, she does have, and I should have said this first, she does have some little staining on her hand and arm.
She's still
But
cute.
she's older. She is, and she's super soft. I love her hair. Now, she also has her little part that says I love you.
Aww, that's so cute.
Yeah, it is embroidered on. And she does have a tag. It says Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy. And let me see what else it says. Aurora. It was made by Aurora. And I'll check real quick. She is, now I'm not counting her, measuring her hair, about 15 inches tall. It's $8 for this Raggedy Ann. And her hair, you know, I've seen some Raggedy Anns, and her hair is in good condition. Now, her face is embroidered, but she does have plastic eyes. They look like buttons without the holes. And then my next item is going to be a $5 buy it now. And this is for, I'm just going to put light. It's actually a tea light holder. These were originally put out for Christmas or to use at Christmas time. These are new old stock made in Taiwan. It is new with the original box. They were made by Metallic, and they're ceramic, and they were little mini hurricane lamps to use at Christmas time, but people ended up using them all winter long. This comes off. It does come with its packaged tea light, but I will send others with it. And then this one, they came out with silver and gold painted ones. This just happens to be the gold. Now, it looked like there was a crack inside. So I have went over it and over it and over it. I don't see where it's an actual crack. Let me show you so you can see it real well. It's right here. So I think it's just a mark. That's an extra piece. If you see that piece all the way in there, where's my pen? You see that piece? Oh, I'm backwards. Right there at the tip of my, that's just an extra piece of ceramic. But if you see that mark right there where my finger, and then the piece across from it, it's just a mark. I was thinking it was a crack, but they're not.
It's pretty.
But it's just $5 if anyone wants that. And when it's together, just a hair over 6 inches tall. And it comes with a tea light, but I will send scented ones unless you don't want them, along with the one it comes with. But I don't see any takers, so we will pass on that, and that was my 3.
Okay. All right. Now, do I have? Okay.
And I will be right back, Al.
Okay. This. Oops. Oh, I'm not hitting the right thing. There we go. Here I come.
No
And
worries.
I'm gonna hit this. And there we go. Okay. What did I do with it? There it is. So I have this really nice. Now when I picked this up, it was only as this. So what I saw this was as a blank canvas. If you had dishes that you could fit in there, and then a thing here for dip, and you could pick between your chips or your veggies or your fruits and whatever, and dip, or just, you know, something different in here, maybe a larger piece, something, you could do that. But I also think you could have this and use it for decor. whereas you're decorating in here, maybe seasonally or for the holiday. Or you could also put it this way, you know, on your wall and have it decorated, and think of it kind of like a wreath, but without the wreath. You're just decorating in here, and then you've got the centerpiece as well to kind of make one bit stand out. So it is really, really large. So it is, let me see. Oops. Let me just get here. It's about 14 inches across. And the opening going around is about 3.5 inches, and then the opening for the center part is just under 5 inches. So it's really quite big. And then, oh, and you'll probably want the depth too, because you could sit some stuff in here. This is about 3 3/4 inches tall. So it's really quite big, and just because it's a blank canvas, essentially, that's what I see it as. So, nice piece. In the back, and it just has a thing that says made in China. But really cute. If there's no interest, we'll set that aside. Okay, and my next one is oops, let me put this here. This gorgeous picture frame. Ooh, a little dusty. It's got stained glass. So you have the clear, and then you have the cobalt, and they're just kind of geometric around, but it's really beautiful. And it does not have a way to hang it. You just set it on a desk or a table or something, but just beautiful coloring. So the picture part is, got it upside down again. Oh, 5 by 7, well, the picture, and then the frame is about a little over 6.5 by just under 8.5. So very, very pretty. Oops, hold on. Let's see. There we go. That's not up there. Sorry about that. But yeah, really pretty. And there's no chips or cracks or anything. All of the glass is intact. Looking over it again now, I'm not seeing anything. But yeah, it's really pretty. And then, but if there's no interest, we can pass on that. Thank you for looking at that. And my next one is what I have this at. Let me find it. Oh, here we go. Okay. So my last one, and I've shown this before a couple times. I come down the price on this as well. Just this cute little wooden board here. And then this was all hand painted on there. I imagine that they probably used some kind of projector or stencil tracer, and they just did a little precious moment scene. And at the top it says, "Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys." So, and whoever did it, they did sign the back. I actually picked this up when I was pregnant. This is in 2004. So, and then I have this, you know, in over Lou's crib when he was a little baby. But I love it. I love the little mice singing along. And you got a little bird. He's going to sing along too. I love his little spurs. But it's just very, very cute. And if you love precious moments, it's something different. So. And then this is, let me give you a measurement. It's about 7 inches across by 10 and a half. And it does have the sawtooth hanger there for you. So. Very sweet and just ready to go. Nice thick piece. So, thank you everyone for looking, and we will bring up Sabrina. Okay.
Thanks, Al.
No problem.
I have, so sorry, my allergies have been giving me a fit a couple days. I missed my allergy pill for 2 days,
Oh no.
and now it's just like, oh, it's awful. I have a shell necklace. It's multiple shells, and I am sorry. You know, this is what happens when I clean. I don't put it back, and so I don't have my necklace form. I'm so sorry. So this is 17-inch drop, and this isn't your normal shell necklace because and I'll show you why. But it has a 17-inch drop. It is made really well with this line, and it has all of these really cool small shells. But this is what I mean by it's not the normal just string of shells, because every so many inches it has a group of 4.
That's
It's
cute.
like every 4.5 inches or so.
Is that from Hawaii?
I don't know. I'm not sure. But let me get my cardboard out again.
I know my grandparents went to Hawaii one time and they came back with just a bunch of different, well, my grandmother specifically, she had a bunch of different necklaces that were made with those little shells.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's probably where most of them come from. So this is where it would drop at the bottom. And then it's probably like every 4 or 5 inches. This is how you get it. And, you know, you could wear it any way you want, but it does not have a clasp. So it's a total of, what, 34 inches. But longer necklaces, I don't typically wear longer necklaces unless I'm layering or if it has a clasp so that I could double it up. But I like longer necklaces for things like draping over vases, or even I drape, you can't see it from here, but taller lamps. I drape them over the finial. And so it's nothing for me to have 4 long necklaces draped over a lampshade.
Oh, pretty.
So, and these are great for, I have a couple of these draped over a vintage ashtray in the bathroom with full of shells. These are great for that too. So we will pass on that one. And then I have an $8 start for a boy doll. It's an Ashton Drake. I just didn't want to type all that in. But he is a ball player named Michael.
Aw. Oh, he's cute.
He's got a little hair. So there, he has no condition issues. I'm not sure. Never tried. Yes, his little jacket comes unsnapped. It has little snaps on it. and
Aw.
it will come off. I've just had it in my collection. I've never tried to take his little jacket off, but it's little tiny snaps, red, with little red buttons,
Aw. In
and it
case he
will
gets
come
hot
off.
while he's playing baseball, he can.
Right. I wonder if that's a long sleeve shirt or short. No, it's a long sleeve shirt that he's got on under it.
How cute.
He
So
does
tiny.
not he does not have any shoes. I'm not sure if the original one had shoes. Probably had shoes and socks. And I will tell you, this is the way that I bought it. Um, that fingernail. When that wire that sliced this finger open, it also went down under this nail into the
Oh.
nail bed. That hurts worse than the finger it sliced.
Yeah, I believe, yes.
Yeah. The tag on his pants, on the inside of his pants, for some reason, they cut it off. I don't know why, but the previous owner cut it off.
The baby had sensory issues.
Maybe. And there's no tag on the little jacket. But that he is 8, and he is ceramic, or I don't think it's porcelain. He is ceramic,
He's a
but
little
he
cutie.
is a cutie. But he does sit like a shelf sitter, or you could sit him like this on his knees and hands. And then my third item is going to be a $7 start, which is the lowest that I can go on this one. And I'm just going to type in what this is called. It is return of, and I know that I'm spelling this incorrectly, but this is how this piece is called. It's called return of the product. Oh, I forgot the, but it's called return of the prodigal child, and they spell it just like that. But this is a plaque. Now they also have trading cards like this, but this is not one of the trading cards. It's actually a plaque. Now what I don't know is if this little kickstand originated on this plaque, or if someone added it. And the reason is because of the glue that they used. They didn't
It
use
almost
the
looks like
greatest
that
glue.
expanding spray foam.
Well, some of that Gorilla Glue will do that once it's
Oh.
dry.
Oh, okay.
Why I don't use it. So I don't know if it came on the plaque and then it fell off and they re-glued it, or if they added it. So, but it does come from Italy. It was made in Italy, and it's a religious piece from Luke 15:11-32. And what it's depicting is that's his father and the son, obviously. And I don't know the word for word, but he was given inheritance and he blew it all on frivolous things, and then came home because he couldn't survive without, his family
Yep.
financially. And then he learned from, living his life that way, and was forgiven from what he did. So that's
The
the
dog's happy to see him. The dog's like, you're home.
What's that? I know. So that's my third item.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Oh. Okay. So, I gotta bring me over. There I am. Hello, everyone. Okay, so this is not planned, but it's a $10. Everything that I'm showing this round starts at $10. So, first one I have, and they are pieces that I've shown before, so I've just come down on the prices of them. Try to clear them out. And first one I have is, oh, I guess I should. It's a really sweet little planter. So it is a hexagon. That's where the name comes from. And it has the little tray here. So you do have the hole in the bottom with the catch tray. And you have these really beautiful flowers on. These aren't hand painted. It is a transfer. But they're still pretty nonetheless. And then you've got the same pattern over here on this side as well. It's very, very cute. You can use indoors or outdoors. And let's see here. We've got the top. Alright, so from flat side to flat side, it's just under 5 inches. But from point to point, it's 5.5. And the bottom is, let's see here, just under 3 inches going flat to flat. And then point to point is 3.5 this way. And the height, sorry, 1 second. Little lady was saying her reminders. Okay, so the height for just the planter is just under 4 inches. And then with the bottom, with the catcher here, it is, oops, about 4.25. So nice size, and you don't have to use this for a plant. You could see, I mean, you'd have to probably like put a cork in the bottom, and then you can fill it with sand and have it in your bathroom and put like your makeup brushes in it so that they're standing up after you wash them. It's a good way for them to dry. Use it as a toothbrush holder if you want. You know, you could put anything in it you need to hold in. It'll hold it. Just if it's small, you'll just have to block the bottom there. And then you could even use the two of them separate if you wanted to as well. So that's the first one. And let's see, next piece is that. Now I have these really pretty dishes here. See, so it's mostly clear, but it does have some frosting on it there, the frosted glass. And these are just little like candy or nut dishes, or use them for anything you want, really. Well, you can have it for an ice cream bowl if you want. And these are just under 6 inches across. And for height, they are about 2.25 inches tall. So, and you get both of them. And again, this is something, these are ones I've shown before, so I've dropped the prices on it. They're just cute little, I love the shape of them because they're not like a bowl shape. It's a little plus sign. Something very different. Hi, puppy.
Sorry, guys.
Don't say sorry. Puppy's just saying hi. So, but they're really cute, very matchy. So, but if they're no interest, I'll set those aside. And then my last this round is this one. Actually, this one I'm gonna bring this one down a little. We'll start this one at 8. And so this is carved soapstone. And then you've got the flower there on the top. Really, really pretty. And so on the bottom here, you could put a tea light in here, or you could do an incense, like those cone incense is what I thought you could use this for. And the other thing I thought is you could honestly just put a small strand of fairy lights in here, and that would also look really pretty too. So, and then you just leave it in sitting in, and it's going to make a really pretty cast a real pretty shadow. That's the word I couldn't think of on your wall. It was just really neat. I loved the intricate carvings. And then there's the inside there. It's like it's beautiful shade of purple. It's like a gray shade of purple. It's so pretty. So, and this one is, let's see, the base is a little under 3 1/4 inches across. And let me see here. The top piece is at the widest 3 3/4. And then the height with the base, oops, going the wrong way, sorry, 1 second, is just about 4 inches. 4 inches tall there. So there you go. Sorry, that's my last piece for this round. I gotta set it gently down. Gentle. Don't break. Okay. All right. So thank you everyone for looking. I'm gonna bring Sabrina back up, and she'll start our last round for the day.
All right. I'm gonna start with. Yep, it's just started. Just popped up. $6 start for. Oh, I forgot choice. I am so sorry. Let me just.
That's okay. I'll hide that.
Write choice up there. You think that's okay, or should I just rewrite the whole thing? I'll just rewrite the whole thing.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. All right, and then I'll do this, and then it won't be confusing.
There we go. Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
So if someone wants the set, I'll reduce the price. But I'm really not making anything off of these. I just think they're so fun and great. Someone local here made these, so I grabbed them. They're exactly the same, so I'm just gonna concentrate on one. They're large. Mine that are square, the ones that I had before, because I got me a set of these too, are not this large. So let me measure them real quick. But they're fun. They have chickens on them.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if they were chickens or bees.
No, they're chickens. They're 8 inches square.
Wow.
And they have a nice hanger on them. But
That is a
they're
good size.
yellow.
Yeah.
They're nice yellow ones. And I don't know what she put in them, but she put something in them to so that they wouldn't get super hot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, when you grab a pan and then it makes a noise when you crinkle them.
Oh, interesting. I can't think of what it's called, but there is
I need
this.
to find out.
There's this stuff that from in the sewing groups that I was in. There was this.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to say batting, for lack of a better word, or stuffing, but it was very specific that it was safe to put in the microwave, and people made like things that like a little
The
pocket, and you
bowls
put a
and stuff.
potato in it, and then you would put the potato in the microwave and cook it. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but it was like it was like a microwave safe batting, for lack of a better word, but it was called something, and I can't think of what that is. But I wonder if that's what
Yeah.
that is in there.
I don't know, but she said that whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
it's so that when you grab it, the pan or whatever, it's not gonna, because they're thin.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't make them super thick. It's not going to just burn right through and burn your hand.
Oh,
But
nice.
she also sews through it. You can see the
Mm-hmm.
crisscross,
Yep.
so that if you get sauce or something on them and you have to wash them, it's not going to all ball up.
Yeah. That's
And then
nice.
she sews all the way around, the edge. But they're super cute. So the chickens are, some are white and black. I'm showing the other side. I'm pointing at the other side. White and black and red. And then some of them are black and red. And then some of them are black, white, and red. And they have yellow beaks. And it's on both sides. I think they are super fun. I
Those
love
are
them.
cute.
Yeah, and they're large. So that is my first item.
They are a good
Um,
size.
yeah, and I love them. I haven't used mine yet.
Mm-hmm.
I just picked them up yesterday, but I love them. Um, my second item is going to be a vintage. Oh, my caps went off. My vintage mixer, and it's just a vintage handheld. And this is going to start at $12. Um, Wait a minute. I knew the name of this. It starts with a G, and it's left me. What was the name of it? Oh, maybe it's on the bottom. It is on the bottom. Gimco.
I would not have guessed that. You gave me a million guesses.
I knew it started with a G, but I couldn't remember it off the top of my head. But it's made by Gimco, and it's one of the ones where you push down. Now I got the lid on too tight. You have to you have to give it some force. I can't just do it in my hand. But the paddles, they're plastic, thick plastic, and they're in really good condition. You can tell that it has been ran through the dishwasher. I've only used it for display, but I've done it just to make sure it works, and it does work. But you can tell by the letters that it has been, ran through the dishwasher, but it's still in really good condition. The
Yeah.
letters are.
And it looks
It
like all
does.
the numbers, the measurement numbers are on the side
Oh
there.
yeah,
Oh, perfect.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're in really good condition. So you've got a quarter cup, a cup and a half, and 2 cups, and then you have 4, 8, 12, and 16 ounces. And then you just screw the top off, lift it up a little bit, and then screw it some more. And it looks like I've never used it. So yeah, it does. All of this comes apart to clean.
Oh, nice.
And then, oh, I didn't have it go back together. And then, it's got notches in here. I can pull it apart to show you. But it's got notches in here You just have to get it between all of those notches.
Oh yeah.
And then all you do is just do this. I have never had it apart, but it's easy to take apart and put back together. And then there's numbers on the bottom, 4, and it says USA. Now, it's thick glass. It's got a little bit of weight, but it's all just metal and plastic.
Hi, Kat. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Kat. Thanks for coming. So great decor piece. And then my third item and my last item is an $8 start. And this is actually another Raggedy Ann doll, a little bit older than the first one I showed, and I believe this one is to be handmade. It feels like there's some sawdust type material in it. This one does appear to be a little bit older.
Oh, cute.
Yarn for the hair, bows, and the hair is in really good condition.
I love her little pigtails.
I do too, and I love the outfit too. The little apron. I don't think any of this comes off. It's all sewn on. Now, she does not have the I love you and the heart on the chest, but you can always paint that on. And she's all one piece. I've had these for a while, long time, a couple of years.
Her little shoes.
I know, and she has little buttons.
That's so
Little
cute.
buttons. So it's not one piece. Her dress and her apron's not one piece, but it is all sewn on. And she does have a little heart sewn on there.
She's like a primitive style.
Yeah, she
Raggedy
is,
Ann.
where the other
So
one's
cute.
not.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
and her bows match her heart there.
It
Or matches
does.
with the dress.
It does.
Yeah.
It all matches.
So cute.
Yeah. And this one is larger than the other one. It's a little taller.
Oh yeah, yeah. Cute. They're cousins.
Yeah. All right. And that's my last item.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll head back over here. Everybody will travel to Massachusetts. Okay, and I'll put that in and then show that. All right, so I have, this is a, so it does come in the original package, and I actually super love the box. It's so pretty. So it's very, giftable, ready to gift. But here is the candle. Still in its wrapping. Very fun. And then, so what I was told was that when you burn this candle part, that part goes down, but this blue part stays. So that's how it gets the glow, is because the light is going to illuminate the blue from here. So it's really cute. But they kind of remind me of those, like those, I think they're really popular in like the 90s, those like polymer clay on like twine necklaces. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty, when I was in high school, they were the thing. But it's really cute. And then I'll give you a little measurement here. This is, it's just over 3 inches tall. And
Speaking of high school, I still have a necklace like that that I wear.
oh, there you go. You knew exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right, so flat side is 2 or 3, 2 3/4 across this way, and then point is 3 inches. This from like point to point. So it's really fun. So, and again, perfectly able to gift. And even if like you kept this for yourself and you had another gift to put in here, it's such a great box. You just cover this little part with something, maybe you're to and from, and then you're ready to go. Yep, all set to go. So that was my first item. And then let's see, next is another one I've shown before, so I'm going to bring down the price on it. Ooh. Let's see. Hi, Jessica. Welcome in.
Hi, Jessica.
I have this gorgeous, it's an all white planter, and it is oval. Let's see, we're going to give this one, it's about, oh, it's 6.5 inches across, a long way, and about just under 4 3/4 this way, but that's not including you know, like where the rose comes out. That's just the rim here. So it's beautiful. It's all white. You don't have to use this, again, another piece you don't have to use as a planner. There is no hole in the bottom, so it is solid. You could do like a faux arrangement in here. You could do some kind of like bridal gift in here, or even a baby shower gift if it's a mystery, you don't know what gender the baby is going to be. It's all white, so it works for both. And you could, you know, just fill it with items that the baby could use, or you know, the bride would like, and then put a little of that clear packaging around it, and you'd be all set to go. Oh, and let me give you a height on this. That'll probably help too. That is just under 4 inches. Just under 4, right? Did I get that right? Yeah, 4 inches. So, really pretty piece. Or you could have it on your table. What did I do with those? I had a whole stack of them. For your mail to go in when your mail comes in. That's something pretty to put in, right?
Yes.
So, all right, so that was this. Oh, thank you, Jessica. Thank you for being here. All right, and let's see. That one, and then my last item for the sale let's see, is I have this really beautiful choken bell. I'm going to bring it closer so you can see the picture there. And this was something that I got from another seller because I was collecting choken, but I just was like, I have so much, so I just kind of narrowed it down where I would do the vases and the plates, and then that's it. So I have a few pieces that are not a vase or a plate, so they've got to go. And it does have a little ding dong in there. And so choken art in Japan originates in decoration on a Buddhist shrine in the 6th century. Afterwards, choken was applied to armory such as armors, helmets, and swords, etc. for the samurai warriors. So, really pretty piece. And this is usually like, you know, it's copper and it's all the different, yeah, does it say here? I wonder if it says, yeah, but usually it's Usually it's like 14 or 22 karat gold, and then you've got, the copper and stuff in there, and just very pretty. So let me see if I can't get this to show without, there we go, that's better. It's really pretty scene there. Look at the waterfall over here. So, oh look at, you got the little village way back over there. So, but that is, I'll give you, let's see, the bottom opening is just over 3 inches across, and it is about 5.5 inches tall. So that's that. All right. Oops. Okay, so put that there. Okay. So thank you everyone for looking, and that was the last piece. So let's bring up Sabrina. Thank you again, Sabrina, for being here. And
Oh, thank you, Al.
why don't I pull you up and you can let everyone know where you're going to be and about your invoicing and such, and then yep, there you go.
Wednesday on my channel is 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Usually Kat, Calypso Antique, joins me. Not sure who will be with me on this Wednesday. And then Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern, Kat and I rotate channels. And then Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, Kat on Kat's channel. Kat, myself, and Edward have a sale. And then on Sundays at 6 p.m. Eastern, Helen, New England Thrifter, and I rotate channels. And then I invoice on Tuesdays. Sometimes it runs over on Wednesdays, but I invoice every Tuesday, unless you want it sooner. And I try to do videos in between.
Okay. All right.
And my email is right there if you ever need it.
Yes, and if you're watching on the replay and you see something you like, you can go ahead and email Sabrina or myself, and we're happy to get that to you if it's still available. So my next sale is, I'm on Wednesday on New England Cajun Roots channel. He does his Wednesday Hump Day auction. It starts at 1 p.m. I think, 1 p.m. And then next will be Sunday again. So I'm just kind of doing Sundays this month. I don't think I'll have my Thursday ones. Right now my schedule at work is a little up in the air. Usually I'm kind of done starting like this week, but my manager is going to try to keep me on, so that since I missed 2.5 months beginning of the season, and we want to try to redo the camp stock and redo labels, and just a lot of stuff needs to be done that the other person who isn't doing it properly. So so she's hoping to keep me there for that. So I'll do.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. but I'll be here Sundays, and I'll be back in the chats a little bit while I work on things. And so I'm gonna do, so if you don't, if you're not here often, I always do a question at the end of the show, and then when the sale is over, not in the live chat here, when the sale is over, leave a comment answering the question. And then next week I will put you, I have a wheel we'll spin, and somebody wins, they win a little discount off of their order from me. And if you're not comfortable answering the question, you can just say you're not comfortable answering it, and that still gets you in. So don't ever feel forced. But they're all fun questions. So this week the question is, what do you miss most about being younger? And for me, it's paying bills. I didn't have to. That was probably a plus of being a kid. That would be like under, teenager. But like my younger self, like 20s, I don't know. Because I had...
Probably not saving enough.
Yes, definitely. I think probably not. I took a year off when I graduated high school. I said I'm going to take a year to decide what I want to do, and then I'm going to go to college. And then I got in a bad car accident and never made it to college. So, but honestly, I don't even know what I would take. So, I think, I don't know that I missed anything because, like, I had Lou when I was 21, and that really took up most of my 20s. So, and
Yeah.
I liked it. So, I don't know that I missed anything, but, yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, so thank you everyone for being here. I truly appreciate it. You could be anywhere and you chose to spend your time here. Again, we'll see you next Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern. My guest is, Angela Isaac from Angela Isaac Vintage and More. So she always brings some really fun stuff and beautiful glass. And so we'll be right back here at 2 p.m. Eastern. And thank you everyone so much. Have a great day.